Flight attendant? What's the wildest thing you've ever done that wasn't even close to your job description? There's an unspoken rule on every crew I've ever flown with. If Renata flags a passenger, you act. She's been doing this job for 22 years, speaks 5 languages, and has this uncanny way of reading a person the second they board. We used to joke she could spot a wedding ring tan line from across the cabin. She once flagged a man as a federal marshal 3 rows in without ever looking at his shoes. So when she pulled the 4 of us into the galley during boarding on Flight 247 from Houston to Atlanta and whispered, "Row 18, the man and the girl, something is very wrong," we knew to take her seriously. The man was in his late 40s, clean polo, polite to the gate agent, no obvious red flags. The girl looked about 14, long dark hair, oversized hoodie pulled tight even though it was August. She hadn't said a single word during boarding. Renata had asked her, in English then in Spanish, if she wanted the window or the aisle. The girl just stared at her shoes. The man answered for her both times. "She's just shy. Long day," he said it smiling. Renata smiled back, then she came straight to us. Marisol, our newest attendant, was assigned that section. Renata told her to do a normal drink service with one small change, ask the girl directly what she wanted, look her in the eye, and watch what happened. Marisol did it perfectly. "Sweetheart, what can I get you?" The girl flinched. Her eyes shot straight to the man. He answered, "Just water for both of us, thank you." Marisol nodded, smiled, and as she handed the cup over, she slipped a folded napkin under the rim with one line written on the inside. "If you need help, tear this napkin in half." Then she walked away. We watched from the galley. The girl took her water, set it on her tray, didn't move. Renata's face didn't change, but her jaw locked. Then about 20 minutes into the flight, the man stood up to use the lavatory. The second the door closed behind him, the girl ripped that napkin clean in half and dropped both pieces into her cup. Renata moved immediately. She walked down the aisle like she was just collecting trash, picked up the cup, and said softly to the girl, "Honey, I need you to come with me to the back. We need to check your seatbelt assembly. It's flagging on our system. Just stand up and follow me." The girl stood. Renata walked her to the rear galley, sat her down on the jump seat, pulled the curtain, and signaled the cockpit through her handset. By the time the man came out of the lavatory, his seat partner was gone. He noticed within 30 seconds. He started walking down the aisle fast. That's when Diego, our biggest crew member, stepped into his path with a calm smile and a hand on his shoulder. "Sir, we're going to need you to take your seat. We've moved the young lady because she said she was feeling unwell, and we wanted to give her some space." The man's face changed. "She's my niece. I need to be with her." Diego smiled wider. "Sir, please return to your